Guys. Um, I just got done with some yoga, a nice long yoga session today, and I kind of just wanted to share a few takeaways because I feel like if you are really living presently and kind of staying in your body and staying aware of how you feel and what's going on, um, you can really learn really big lessons from just basic, like everyday normal things like your workout, or like at work. Sometimes I get really frustrated that I have to like be people's personal like nail foot slave. And I get frustrated sometimes, and then I remember all the amazing people that have sat in my chair and all the amazing conversations I've had and the things that I've learned. And so I really just try to stay present with each person that comes in and see what kind of information I can get from them, what kind of a connection I can get from them. Why are they sitting in my chair? Why were they sent to me at this time? Because usually it's pretty funny. Um, Everyone that you run into usually has something that you can learn, something that you are actually interested in. And I'm just now learning this. Like I've always kind of had issues with anxiety and with like talking to new people, but as I'm getting more comfortable with myself and getting a much stronger relationship with my higher power, I have noticed that I can start looking for and finding the little nuggets of wisdom and the little lessons that are happening in my everyday life with every person, and I can usually find something that that we can relate on, and so I am really grateful for my job, and I'm humbled by my job because I literally soak people's feet and scrub dead skin off their feet and massage them and make them feel better. Um, and I I love it. I learn so much from it, even though I get frustrated and sometimes I don't really want to do it. Um, I'm starting to see why I'm doing it and why it's still a part of my life. Um, and then like today, sorry, I have cat hair. The cats are all attacking me because I'm sitting on the floor. Um, but so speaking of being present and learning things from just basic everyday things, um, today in my yoga, first off, I was driving home and I was really tired because I worked really hard today, and I kind of like gave these two ladies like the best freaking service I've given in a long time, extra long massages, gave them champagne, I gave them an extra glass of champagne, which I don't do, and they didn't tip me. And I know that that is kind of stupid and I shouldn't be upset about it, but I don't make very much money hourly and I live off my tips. And so I was kind of frustrated, I was really tired, and I was coming home and I was trying to think about like, okay, what workout am I going to do today? Because I kind of been rotating back and forth between a few of them. And I got really stressed out by it, and I was going to push through and do a intense workout anyways, and then I really just decided to give myself permission to rest and do something that's more restorative and that's going to really open up my body, that's going to release emotions, it's going to make me feel better, it's going to make me feel more calm, versus trying to build up the energy to force myself through a workout that I'm not really feeling like doing, and really just creating more tension in my body. See, there's a time for each different kind of workout. I have found that depending on my mood, that you kind of have to like prescribe yourself a certain workout that's going to work for you in the moment. Sometimes I like to like usually it's when I'm really cranky and I feel really uncomfortable in my body. That's when I go for a run. That's when I stick my headphones in and I go outside and I run because I can just kind of let the music just, you know, like pound in my head. I can feel it throughout my whole body, and I can just run and just take off and just go. And until I wear myself out. Um, and then I usually like to do my I do my 21 Day Fix Extreme and Cryo, one of the two. I do pretty much every single day because they make me feel strong, and I know that doing it each day, it's going to compound on itself, and I slowly get stronger and stronger and stronger. And so I really normally try to push myself through and do my workout, um, whether I want to or not. But there's also a time for when you really need to give yourself a break and say, like, okay, like, you've been working your ass off, you've been doing double workouts, you haven't taken a rest day in a really long time. So I finally just gave myself permission to just do yoga and do a nice long routine. I did an hour-long yoga routine today. Normally I only do about 20 minutes to 30 minutes, sometimes 40, but I let myself have a nice long hour of reconnecting with myself, stretching, getting everything opened back up, getting my back and my shoulders all opened up again, um, breathing, focusing on my breathing, um, all that good stuff. And I put on some meditation music so I could listen to that while I was doing it, and it really like just brought everything back down to a calm level. And this was the main reason that I wanted to make this video, was to make this point, was there were parts of the workout, because it was an hour-long yoga routine, there were parts of it that were, and because I was really tense, there were parts of it that were really frustrating and kind of positions that I haven't put myself in a while, or that I was sore or tense or whatever, and I didn't want to hold the pose, but I knew that I needed to, and then I felt so much better afterwards. It was like just pushing through that and holding that pose and getting that stretch, even though it's uncomfortable, it just released everything, and I feel so much better now. And I feel like life is like that sometimes, where we have to kind of put ourselves in uncomfortable positions. We have to kind of stretch ourselves um, in order to really like feel proud of ourselves, to really feel like we have a purpose, to create something new. Because anytime we try something new, it's going to be uncomfortable. It's just the way that it is. And I think that that's what holds us back a lot of times. Like even with the coaching thing, it's like completely different for people. They don't know if it's going to work for them. They don't know if they have the confidence to do it. They don't know how to work social media. Like I didn't know how to work social. I still am learning how to use social media. I just had a thing with my friend last night about Instagram, and she was like, "You need to update your Instagram. It's like not happening." And so she got on there and she helped me with emojis and creating a new profile and getting pictures up and everything. And so it's a process of learning, and you're going to be uncomfortable, and you're not going to know what you're doing all the time. That's what happens anytime you start a new job, you start a new venture, you start school again, whatever you're doing. It always starts out a bit uncomfortable, and it always starts out like feeling kind of foggy and confusing, and like you don't know what the hell you're doing. But you learn over time, and I'm getting better and better with making videos. I'm getting better and better with my social media. And talking to people, and I feel like we shouldn't be so afraid to be uncomfortable. And when we are uncomfortable, I think it's important to recognize that you're growing, that you're uncomfortable because you're doing something new, because you're learning, and to recognize that it's not always going to feel this way, that it is going to get easier, you are going to get stronger, all that, you know. So yeah, if you just, it's not you just, you know, it is hard and it is a practice, but if you stay present, practice staying present, and try and kind of pull lessons out of everything that happens to you, I feel like you progress more quickly. You can find purpose in life. You can find your higher power in your life. Um, you can relate to people better. Um, all that. So, use him. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. So I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys are moving, getting that blood flowing, doing something to make yourselves feel good. So I will talk to you guys later.